What's up, guys? I'm Dirk Nowitzki, and I'm taking a little Dirk Nowitzki quiz. I scored 47 points in the FIBA World Cup against Angola. That was the opening game, and we really had to, I think it was a double or triple overtime game. I remember Angola had a really, really good team at the time, and we had to really fight to dig that one out. In the 1998 Hoop Summit in San Antonio, I had 33 points and 14 rebounds. Yeah, I mean, that game really put me on the map, you know. Nobody really knew who I was. It was a great experience for me. We got to go to the Final Four semifinals in the Alamo Dome, which was amazing. And then I was able to play well in that game, and, you know, all of a sudden I had all this hype around me that I never had. You know, everybody said I was going to get drafted, and I had like 40 college offers, and it was an amazing time for me, a very exciting time. All of a sudden, to be on the map in the U.S., that was amazing. My exact line from the Like Mike movie was, of course, I had to ask for an autograph, and so I said, Hey Mike, what was his name, the kid in the movie? Oh, was it Calvin? Hey Calvin, can I get an autograph? He's like, yeah, sure, Dirk, for who? And I was like, Dirk? Hey Calvin, listen man, can I get your autograph?
Sure, Dirk.
It's actually for my niece.
What's her name?
It's Dirk. What? Is that what I said?
He said it's actually for my niece.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I missed the point. It's for my niece. And then he said, what's her name? Dirk. Yes, I messed that up. I can't believe I messed that up. The team that I averaged the most points again in my career against, I think, is Boston. But it could be New York. It's definitely one of those two. But I'm averaging like 25 in the Garden. I'll still say Boston Celtics.
That's correct.
Yes. Oh, of course, I've seen that shot multiple times. But the player was guarding me in the 2014 game winner in New York in the Garden was Carmelo. You know, I knew the ball was coming to me there right around the free throw line, and I wanted to jab and maybe get him off and get a shot, but he was literally all over me, and I took a dribble and just took a little step back and flinged it up there. It was lucky, but I was able to bank it in, and this game winner is always exciting for the team, and to steal one on the road, that felt amazing. 5 of those nicknames from the Conan show. The German Strudel was probably one. No?
That's pretty close.
The German Schnitzel is obvious. Oh man, the Dunking Deutschman, I'm sure, was one there. I think you got me there. The big, something with the big. The big Strudel wasn't on there? I was pretty sure it was.
Super strudel.
The Super Strudel, yes. Oh yeah.
Do you know what your, just curious to know what your nicknames are on Basketball Reference? Dirty, Tall Baller from the G,
Oh yeah, that's actually on my Twitter account.
and German Race Car?
No, I never heard of that, but yeah, Dirty was kind of like the era, you know, when we started. It was Dirty Dirk, Nasty Nash, and Filthy Finn. So we were the three. We had those dirty, filthy, nasty nicknames, and we even had them when Cuban first bought the team. We had, like, in practice, we wore these sweatbands and wristbands and headbands. And yeah, that was the dirty, nasty, filthy era. That is a great question. How many All-NBA appearances? I want to say it's only 3 first, then a bunch of second, and a bunch of thirds. I don't know, was it 10, 12, 12, I want to say?
So correct.
So what are my career highs? I want to say points is 53, overtime game at home against Houston Rockets. T-Mac, I think, had 48 that game, so I always remember that showdown. That was amazing. We ended up winning in overtime. Rebounds, I want to say, is 23, 24, somewhere around there. 23? 23?
Yep.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that was a home game. Was it Boston? Yeah, I remember that one. Then it gets dicey. Steals, I'm pretty sure is 8 in Houston. 9. It was Houston though. Yeah, it was in Houston. I remember because people were like, "You got to get one more steal." I was like, "I'm trying." So yeah, that was actually 9. I thought it was 8. Blocks. That's tough. I want to say 5, maybe 6.
That's 7.
Ooh. Hey, a lot of strips probably. They counted that. They counted that as blocks in some arenas. Assists. Well, I only had 10. I think twice in my career. That was 2 triple doubles. So I think 10 was the most I had.
You had 12 against the Bucks.
Really?
Yeah. Card of basketball.
No, that must be true. I've always remembered that because my first game was in Seattle against Detlef Schrempf, and there was so much German media there and the pressure. And so I actually was like 0 for 4 from the floor and only scored 2 free throws. So I didn't score a field goal in my opening game, which was still one of the worst games I ever had. And then I scored my first field goal in Golden State. It was like a sort of a play. I think we ran. Sean Bradley had the ball on the block, and he kind of hook passed it out to the weak side. And I was just able to rise up and catch and shoot, and that felt good to just see one ball go through, and that was the start of many. Oh, my score in the final round of the 3-point contest in 06. That is a tough one. I want to say I kind of snuck through. Was it in Houston, right?
I believe so. Do you know who you beat?
Huh?
Do you know who you beat in the final round?
I don't have that anymore, but I know that I barely snuck in the final. So I was sort of cold on some of the middle racks, and then I had to make the last one at the buzzer to even advance the final. I remember that, but I have no idea who was in it. And winning. Well, back then it was still different. We didn't have a whole money rack, so we still only had one money ball in each rack. I want to say it was like 16, 17.
18. Yeah.
Oh wow, close. See, All-Star games weren't really my thing. It's more of a guards game. Everybody's dribbling and dunking, and nobody wants to see a 15-foot jumper. So I always took myself out of those things. That wasn't really for me. I'm guessing definitely double figures, maybe 14 or 14 somewhere.
I was surprised with this. Do you get 22?
What?
2010?
Oh, that was Dallas. I would have said I had less than that, but I remember actually we lost the game at the end. It was close, and then I think Wade actually got the MVP that year, if I remember, because the East pulled it out at the end. I was pissed. This is Dirk, and you just watched the Dirk quiz.